The air crackled with anticipation. Thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square, their faces a tapestry of hope and uncertainty. All eyes fixed on the balcony, draped in crimson and gold. A hush fell, thick with unspoken prayers and whispered dreams. The world held its breath. Pope Tagle stepped forward. This was no ordinary address. This was history unfolding. The weight of centuries pressed down on this moment, the echoes of saints and sinners mingling in the ancient stones. For today the Church stood at a crossroads, poised on the precipice of transformation. And in the hands of this man, a Filipino cardinal of humble beginnings, lay the destiny of 1 billion souls. Pope Tagle's gaze swept across the throng. His eyes, warm and compassionate, reflected the weight of his newfound responsibility. Behind him, the Basilica loomed, a testament to the enduring power of faith. Its Michelangelo-designed dome, a celestial canopy, seemed to whisper of divine inspiration. He spoke of his predecessors, giants of faith who had shaped the Church through centuries of turmoil and triumph. He invoked the memory of Peter, the fisherman-turned-apostle upon whose rock the Church was founded. He spoke of Francis, the namesake he had chosen, a beacon of humility and radical love. And as his words echoed through the square, one couldn't help but feel the presence of something ancient and powerful stirring. Then a shift. Pope Tagle's voice, though soft, resonated with newfound strength. He spoke of a Church ready to confront the challenges of a changing world, a Church that embraced dialogue and diversity, that walked hand in hand with the poor and marginalized. A Church that was not afraid to question, to evolve, to embrace the fullness of its own humanity. He challenged the faithful to rediscover the radical message of the gospel, to be instruments of peace in a world riven by conflict, to be beacons of hope in the face of despair, to build bridges of understanding and compassion across the divides of culture, creed, and ideology. His words, like seeds scattered on fertile ground, carried the promise of a new springtime for the Church. His message resonated far beyond the confines of the Vatican. From the bustling metropolises of the West to the remote villages of the global South, his words carried on the wings of the digital age. News outlets around the world carried his image, his words translated into a multitude of languages. On social media, hashtags bearing his name trended globally, sparking conversations both celebratory and skeptical. Religious leaders from across the spectrum weighed in, some praising his call for unity and reform, others expressing caution and even dissent. Within the Church itself, reactions were equally diverse. Many, particularly among the young, found in his words a renewed sense of purpose and belonging. Others, more traditional in their outlook, expressed apprehension at the prospect of change. But beyond the immediate reactions, one thing was clear. Pope Tagle's message had touched something deep within the human spirit. It was a message that transcended religious boundaries, speaking to a world hungry for meaning, for connection, for a way out of the darkness. The world held its breath, waiting to see how this new chapter in the long and storied history of the Church would unfold. Would Pope Tagle's words be a catalyst for lasting change? Or would they fade into the annals of history, another unfulfilled promise? Only time would tell. The power of belief. For centuries, the Catholic Church has stood as a beacon of faith for billions, its teachings woven into the very fabric of civilizations. The Church's influence can be seen in art, culture, and the moral compass of societies across the globe. From the grandeur of its cathedrals to the quiet acts of charity performed by its followers, the Church has been a source of inspiration and hope. It has left an indelible mark on the world, shaping the course of history and the lives of countless individuals. But in an age of rapid secularization and technological advancement, the Church, like all institutions, faces profound challenges. The rise of secular ideologies and the fast-paced changes in technology have created a world vastly different from the one in which the Church's doctrines were first established. The Church must navigate these changes while staying true to its core values and mission. This balancing act is no small feat, requiring wisdom, adaptability, and a deep understanding of contemporary issues. Pope Tagle's message, with its emphasis on dialogue, humility, and a renewed commitment to social justice, represents a bold attempt to bridge the gap between the Church's ancient traditions and the complexities of the 21st century. His approach encourages open conversations and mutual understanding, fostering a sense of community and shared purpose. This vision is not just about maintaining relevance, but about rediscovering the Church's prophetic voice. It is a call to speak truth to power and to stand in solidarity with the marginalized and the oppressed. It is a call for the Church to rediscover its prophetic voice, to speak truth to power, and to stand in solidarity with the marginalized and the oppressed. In doing so, the Church can continue to be a guiding light, offering hope and direction in an ever-changing world. The power of belief, when harnessed with compassion and justice, has the potential to transform lives and societies for the better. Seeds of unity. At the heart of Pope Tagle's message lies a profound belief in the power of unity. This unity is not just a superficial coming together, but a deep, transformative connection that transcends boundaries and differences. In a world increasingly divided by political polarization, economic inequality, and religious intolerance, he offers a vision of a world bound together by our shared humanity. This vision is not merely an idealistic dream, but a practical roadmap for how we can navigate the complexities of our modern world. A world where dialogue replaces dogma, where compassion triumphs over indifference, and where love, in its broadest and most radical sense, becomes the guiding principle of human interaction. This love is not limited to romantic or familial bonds, but extends to every human being, recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of each person. This is not a naive call for blind unity, for ignoring the very real differences that exist between individuals and communities. Instead, it is an invitation to engage with these differences in a constructive and respectful manner, to see them as opportunities for growth and learning rather than as threats. Rather, it is a call to recognize our shared vulnerability, our interconnectedness, and our responsibility to one another as members of the human family. This interconnectedness means that the well-being of one person is intrinsically linked to the well-being of all, and that our actions have far-reaching consequences. It is a call to build bridges of understanding and empathy, to seek common ground amidst our differences, and to work together towards a more just and compassionate world. By fostering a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect, we can create a society where everyone feels valued and included, where the seeds of unity can truly take root and flourish. Beyond the Basilica. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across St. Peter's Square, Pope Tagle imparted his final blessing. The crowd, still buzzing with the weight of his words, slowly dispersed, carrying with them a renewed sense of hope and purpose. But the true impact of his message extended far beyond the confines of that sacred space. It reverberated in the hearts of billions, planting seeds of change that would take root in unexpected ways. For in that moment of shared vulnerability and shared hope, a new chapter in the story of the Church, and indeed of the world, had begun. A legacy unfolding. The future of the Catholic Church, like the future of our world, remains unwritten. It is a canvas waiting for the brushstrokes of countless individuals, each contributing their unique colors and textures. The Church, with its rich history and deep-rooted traditions, stands at a crossroads, facing both unprecedented challenges and unparalleled opportunities. Challenges abound both within the Church and in the world at large. From the pressing issues of social justice and environmental stewardship to the internal struggles of maintaining relevance in a rapidly changing world, the path forward is fraught with obstacles. Yet it is in these very challenges that the seeds of transformation are sown. Yet, as Pope Tagle's message so powerfully reminds us, there is always reason for hope. His words resonate deeply, echoing the timeless truth that hope is not a passive state, but an active force. It compels us to look beyond the immediate and envision a future where compassion and understanding prevail. For in the face of adversity, the human spirit has an uncanny ability to adapt, to innovate, and to find new paths forward. This resilience is evident in the countless stories of individuals and communities who, despite facing insurmountable odds, have risen to the occasion, embodying the very essence of hope and perseverance. The legacy of Pope Tagle's papacy will be written in the years and decades to come. It will be a testament to his vision, his unwavering faith, and his commitment to fostering a world where unity and dialogue are paramount. His influence will ripple through time, touching lives and shaping futures in ways we can only begin to imagine. But one thing is certain: his unwavering belief in the power of unity, dialogue, and love will continue to inspire and challenge us, urging us to break down barriers and build bridges. His legacy is not just a reflection of his time as Pope, but a call to action for all of us, calling us to build a world worthy of our highest aspirations, a world where every individual, regardless of their background or beliefs, can find a place of belonging and purpose. This vision is not a distant dream, but a tangible reality that we can all work towards. The journey towards that world, as he so eloquently reminded us, begins with a single step, a step that each of us can take, no matter how small, towards a brighter, more inclusive future, a step towards one another, a step towards understanding, empathy, and mutual respect. These steps, though seemingly small, have the power to create ripples of change that can transform our world. A step towards a future where hope, not fear, guides our way. A future where the legacy of Pope Tagle and the enduring spirit of the Church continue to light our path, reminding us that together we can build a world filled with love, unity, and endless possibilities. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.